Hello everyone, and welcome to Tuesday, August 27th. We're going to get into the astrology a little bit here. We're just going to kind of skim over the main things that are going on that will be affecting us for the day, and then we're going to get into the tarot, and I'm going to pull some energy oracle cards. I have pulled one card from the Enchanted the Enchanted Map Oracle deck from Colette Baron Reed, because I thought it would be fun for to pull a card every day to see where we are on the Enchanted Map. I thought that would be fascinating to see. So the astrology of the day, let's just get right into it. With that being said, let's get into it. Venus and Uranus are forming a trine on this day. So this is actually a really yummy energy. It is bringing unexpected pleasure, unexpected feelings or attraction. Could be something that is coming up. It could be not just unexpected, but outside of our wheelhouse a little bit, outside of the norm, right? It's also bringing sudden insight into what brings us pleasure. And that could mean a lot of different things for different people. But our wants and our needs are really being highlighted today. So that could actually turn out to be a lot of fun. So we've also got the moon aligning with Jupiter in Gemini. So that's happening in the morning, and then in the evening Mars will be coming in and aligning with the moon in Gemini. So this energy with Jupiter is making us feel very passionate, on top of the energies that are already going on. It's making us feel, oh my god, I love that the leaves are falling in the background behind me. It's almost like an old screensaver. I don't know how old a lot of you are. I mean, I'm sure some people still have those really cool screensavers where the leaves will be falling, the seasonal ones. The fall was always my favorite, the fall scenes. But sorry, a little bit off topic. So this is making us feel really passionate about our ideas, or something we're expanding on something in our minds, we're expanding on an idea, we're feeling very passionate. But we also still have Mercury in retrograde, so it's not time to act on these ideas or act on this passion, really. It's more about ruminating over it, just kind of thinking about it. And I was getting marinating, letting it marinate. Letting it get juicy. I was hearing the word juicy, so that could be something. So we want to act. The energy is there to want to act, especially with Mars coming in, right? Mars is let's go, let's do something. But that with Mercury still retrograde until the next day, and we're still kind of in that we're going to be in a little bit of a post shadow. It's a really good time to let it marinate, right? But what else was I gonna say? Yeah, we just don't want there to be any confusion or misinterpretation or anything like that. I've actually experienced a little bit of this energy. I was being very, because this is not just a one day thing. It is strongest on this day when I mention it. But the energies, it's not linear. Even though astrology is this is what's happening at this time on this day, the energies expand out a little bit further than that. They can hit you a little early, depending on your chart, or a little bit later somehow. It's just in a roundabout time, a roundabout way. And I was dealing with a person yesterday, and how do I describe this? Because I'm putting this out for Tuesday. It's Monday now, so it was technically today, but I'm saying yesterday. So I was dealing with someone and I thought I was being really friendly, and I was apologizing for something because I was using GPS and I had to make a delivery, and I said, I'm so sorry, GPS led me to basically the other side of their apartment, but you couldn't get to their apartment from that side of the road, so I had to come all the way around. I don't know if that'll make sense, but he then seemed offended and said, well, I was standing outside waiting for you so that you would see me. And I was like, oh yeah, thank you. I saw you when I came around this way. I said it was just GPS being, you know, a bitch ass. And he was nice, but he also seemed like I was trying to complain. And I wasn't like, he thought I was complaining, but I wasn't complaining. I was apologizing to him for because I saw him standing outside, and I was like, oh no, he probably thought I was here already, but I had to come back around. So I was trying to be friendly and, you know, make apologies for what happened, and he thought that I was complaining. So that could be something that could still be going on as well in the energies. But okay, so I pulled a card for the enchanted map for today, Tuesday, August 27th, and we actually have balancing act, and I heard don't rock the boat, and I saw this boat on this crystal ball here, and there's something about don't rock the boat. Try to be as peaceful as possible, make choices that honor you, but also bring balance to the situations that you are in. There is something about set in stone, like nothing is set in stone today. Try not to be too rigid. They were giving me the image of like if you were trying to hang a picture and it was you and another person and you were trying to hang a picture together on the wall, and one of you is standing back behind so that you can see how it looks, and you can say a little bit to the left, a little bit to the right, you know, tilt it this way, tilt it that way. And the person who's standing really close to this picture, who can't see things quite as clearly, how it's going to look, there being like some confusion there, having to work together, having to be patient with one another. And there is something about like somebody being really close to something and not being able to see something as clearly, 808 when I just looked up, and the other person being further away from whatever it is and being able to see more clearly and working together, listening to one another. There's something about being able to listen to one another and work together to balance something, to write something, to get something just right, which we are in Virgo season now, and Virgo is the perfectionist. So we can't always get things perfect on our own. Sometimes we have to work with other people, we have to listen, and we can't be rigid, we have to be malleable. I also heard, and now it's coming back through again, I was hearing, baby, baby, let me sleep on it, which is an old Meatloaf song. I don't know if many of you know that song, depending on your age, or what your parents listen to, but I talked about like the romantic energy in the air, and there's this like in the song, and this doesn't have to deal with romance is what I'm getting either. It could be in regards to anything, where like the female in the song, the female singer is saying, I need to know right now, do you love me? Will you love me forever? And he's saying, baby, baby, let me sleep on it. So there's this energy of like one person being like, I need to know right now, you need to tell me, and this needs to be your final answer. And the other person being like, no, I can't make a decision right now. I need to think about it. I need to sleep on it. and not being like, if you're that person who's like, I need to know right now, tell me, and this is your final answer, you need to soften up a little bit. You need to take a step back, soften up, be patient, don't rock the boat, don't be extreme. If there's a tendency to go towards the extreme, that is not what we're doing today. All right, so let us pull some energy oracle cards. Ooh, we have caring connections underneath the deck. I pre-shuffled this. The lighting in here is so funky. I'm sorry about that. It looks like I have a flashlight coming at me. Here, I wonder if this helps if I move that card. The sun was shining down on that card so perfectly that it was like reflecting on my face. I tried to park in a decent spot where I know that you want good lighting when you're on camera, but I also don't want to sit in my car right underneath the sun and have it, make it too hot in here. I have to think about myself. 1111 when I just looked up. This card is also about an 11. This balancing act is an 11. All right, let's see. For Tuesday, August 27th, Caring Connections just came out. There is something about, even if it's not romance, because we have all this, beautiful energy here of pleasure. We can experience pleasure with, it doesn't have to be sexual pleasure. It can just be what we enjoy. And it could be, like unexpected. You could unexpectedly run into, somebody who turns out to be a really great friend. You might have an unexpected conversation with someone in line at, I just heard Costco. That could be special for someone. You could be at Costco and meet somebody in the line and have a really great conversation with this person or something like that. There's some kind of pleasure that we need, that we desire, that is like coming in unexpectedly is what I'm getting. I just saw 1221, which is 3-3. We have the World here as well. The World is in this deck is a card of expansion and open up your mind, open up your view, see the possibilities. There's like either a friendship or a love relationship, a partnership, could be a work partnership, where this relationship is growing, it is expanding. You're seeing more possibilities. You're opening up to what could be. This could be something new. This could be a relationship that is already in your life. Yeah, we have yin and yang and the angel of balance underneath the deck. I mean, and we have balancing act already out. This is really interesting. This is about being centered, making choices that honor you, which I already talked about, but also are not rigid either. Like you are malleable. You are doing okay, that doesn't want to come out. Okay. Let's see what else wants to come out. Energies for Tuesday, August 27th, and then we'll get into the tarot, pull a few cards. I keep hearing that song in my head, baby, baby, let me sleep on it. Just that line mostly. We've got man holding a coin and the 6th chakra, which is your 3rd eye. So this is really nice energy. You could be dealing with, this could be a boss. This could also be, like a husband or a long-term, this could be anybody really, especially with this caring connections. There is this stable figure in your life. I don't want to say this person has been stable in your life. I want to say that this is a stable person that is in your life. I hope that clarified that. Or coming into your life. This could also be you. There's someone who has a vision of stability in their life, either with a person or within a partnership. That could be a work partnership. It's like honing in on the details, and it has to do with money or work or purpose. What's underneath the deck? Attachment, the door to spirit, the second chakra, which is your sacral, which has to do with intimacy, self-expression, emotional and physical. So there is this new beginning that is coming in here. That is a higher. Now I'm hearing, bring me a higher love. Oh. So there is something about self-expression, intimacy, being vulnerable coming through here. There's this tendency for masking. This card can talk about patterns. This is not going forward. We're healing this. We're awakening to a pattern of not being as vulnerable as we should be or could be to our best interest. Possibly I'm getting shame around certain things, especially in the, you know, in the society that we live in. There, when it comes to physical and emotional intimacy, there is this desire to be really strong, especially like for masculines. There's this front that can be put up, like I'm really strong and I'm, you know, really put together and I'm successful. Like I don't ever cry, or you know what I mean? And then for women especially, there's this, you know, your physical body, your image physically. There can be a lot of shame because everything is photoshopped and nothing is actually shown as the way that it is. You know, there's so many people in today's world who, and I'm not shaming these people, but have work done. You know, they're not exactly the way that they were born or how they would look without going to a doctor and having things altered. I'm not going to say spruced up, I'm going to say altered. And there's this, yeah, I think you're getting the gist, you know, even as young girls. And this happens to men too. There are men who may feel shame around certain parts of their body. There's just this perceived perfect image of what we should be, which we're all different. We all, and there are things that aren't even different about us that are just normal, but they're not normalized. And so if we don't talk about these things with friends, or you know what I mean, people that we feel comfortable with, we may not even know that that's normal. And it can just cause all sorts of problems in relationships and relationships of all kinds. We're healing that. Okay, there is that radical self-acceptance is coming through again. I can't remember if that came through in yesterday's reading or for the weekend reading. That's really interesting. I just turned my flashers on. That's nice. It was only for a second. I don't think anybody's gonna come up to the car like, you're right. Yeah, let's pull some cards. Let's pull some tarot. Alright, God, I want to focus on this caring connections and the world. You may be meeting some new people. Is coming through as well, or I'm getting like 11th house Aquarius, which Uranus does rule Aquarius. The Strength card just flipped over. I wasn't ready, but this is Leo, which is the opposite of Aquarius. I was getting like oh God, now it's like boop. Sorry, when I channel, sometimes if I don't get it out immediately. Organizations or groups or what's that word? Networking. We could be networking Tuesday, August 27th. All right, caring connections and the world. I think that was the 7 of Pentacles that just flipped out. We're thinking about investing our time into something. The High Priestess and the 9 of Swords. Yeah. So your intuition, your higher self is encouraging you to invest in some sort of relationship here or connections, and there's fear and anxiety that comes along with this. 7 of Pentacles, one of my favorite readers, talks about it being like, is the juice worth the squeeze? And I feel like your intuition with the High Priestess and this card talking about like something having a lot of potential, and you know that. Yeah, 8 of Wands underneath the deck. Something has a lot of potential. The 8 of Swords underneath that, the Chariot. Something has a lot of potential, but these are like self-imposed restrictions. And the Chariot, it talks about overcoming that. There could be something about distance between you and another person. We do have the World here as well. There could be distance between you and another person. And that could be causing fear or anxiety. Yeah, there's a lot of potential here. There's because they're bringing up the 8 again, which is like 8's the infinity symbol, eternal renewal, continual renewal. This relationship will continually renew itself. It stays fresh. It stays, because I'm getting that pleasure, like it's always a pleasure. Like it's just, it never gets stale. It never gets old. You're always uncovering new things about this person, like the High Priestess. This person is very outside the box. This person is very, possibly very different from you. And that may cause fear and anxiety. But this person opens you up with the world. They open up possibilities for you, and vice versa, right? They open up the possibilities. They open up your mind. There's just so much expansion that can happen within this relationship. Like I said, it doesn't have to be romantic. This could be a business relationship. This could be a friendship. Someone could possibly want to take things to the next level with you. And this we had butterflies come through in yesterday's reading. I kind of get that energy as well. And we had that baby, let me sleep on it. Okay, somebody could be like, they have a proposal for you of some sort, and you're like, and they're like, you know, I need an answer, and you're like, I need to sleep on it. Or this could be vice versa. This could be you proposing something to another person. This is a very spiritual connection, is what I'm getting as well. There's like soul growth between the two of you. Or like yeah, your souls are connected in some way. This could be a soulmate. Give me more on this man holding a coin. Yeah, even this 6th chakra is a 40, which breaks down to a 4, which is about stability. Got the King of Wands, could be dealing with... Okay, we have the Devil and the 10 of Swords. Wow. Something has to end. So they're reminding me of something that I saw on my YouTube feed in shorts, that were in the shorts the other day. And it was basically just text to music. And it was a story about this guy or this woman. She said this was her very first date with her now husband years ago. And they went out to a party and they found themselves, you know, at a restaurant at like 3 a.m., like fast food or something, I don't know, at like 2 or 3 a.m. And I guess he leans over the table and looks deep into her eyes, and just so silky. And he's like, please don't ever expect this of me ever again. I like to be in bed at 9 p.m. And I get like somebody tries to show up as a King of Wands, but they're not a King of Wands. They're a King of Pentacles. There's this mask that's coming to an end, like, and there's something about like societal expectations, you know, like I'm expected to be wild and fun and free and, you know, whatever it is, or I'm expected to be this. I mean, when you think about men that are in the spotlight in society, they tend to be like a King of Wands, you know, they look good, they probably smell good, they're a leader of some kind, they're very confident. Not to say, I mean, the King of Pentacles is very confident, but he desires comfort and stability, and the King of Wands is just a little bit still more wild. Like, this is, how do I describe that? But not in a good way with this Devil. Like, this is not genuinely who this person is, but they have felt like they needed to show up this way. And 10 of Swords, this is coming to an end. The King of Wands, like the King of Pentacles, will take calculated risks. The King of Wands will take risks that sometimes, especially because with the Devil here, I'm getting like a King of Wands reversed, like overly confident, cocky, very sexual, very physically based, like very focused on looks and sex, and that's not this person. And it could be these are the kind of masculine energies that you've attracted in the past, which is, you know, toxic with the Devil here. Like, this is just not it. Why the 6th chakra here? With a man holding a coin. Yeah, we got the King of Cups, strength. Someone who's very emotionally mature. There's emotional mastery that always comes through with the King of Cups to me. and we have Judgment. So we've had all the kings come out except for the King of Swords. There is this energy of yeah, everything that I just said. Like, this is a person who's very in touch with their emotions. They are a good listener. They are compassionate, empathetic, strength. They are, you know, very emotionally strong. Why is this here? Yeah, the Ace of Pentacles. This person's made up their mind about you. They have an offer for you. There's a proposal here. There's an offer of some kind. And you have to make up your mind. And this takes strength. This takes facing fears. It takes emotional mastery. For some of you, this is a career path. And there's fear here and anxiety. But Judgment, it is Judgment in the Ace of Pentacles. It is your calling, and it has a limitless potential. There is constant renewal. It never gets boring. It never runs out of resources. But there is something about taking a calculated risk. And I am saying calculated risk. But you need to think on it. You need to sleep on it. Nine of Swords. Let me sleep on it. Let me think about it. And not sit in fear. I mean, really find this peace and calm within you. Seven of Pentacles, weigh things up. Is the juice worth the squeeze? Is this worth whatever risk I need to take? And for some of you, the risk is just maybe breaking a mental rule in your head, or like the way you were raised. Breaking some kind of rule that your parents gave you that was just the way that they lived, right? And it has nothing to do with your life. 33 when I just looked up. Yeah, there's something about it's not a real risk, because you remember we saw that Eight of Swords popping out. Oh my gosh, we've got the Empress, the Hanged Man, and the Queen of Pentacles underneath the deck. The Hanged Man is surrender. It's epiphanies, realizations, seeing things from a new perspective. There could be like a mothering energy that is influencing you here with the Empress and the Queen of Pentacles. But when we think about queens, right? The Queen of Pentacles is very resourceful. But there will be a lot of bounty here. There will be a lot of abundance. There will be a lot of beauty in whatever this is that has a lot of potential for you. But you do need to be resourceful for the time being, or this is saying you'll have everything that you need. But, and I actually had Spirit talking to me earlier today about, and it's interesting it's coming through here, you know, even if you were given all the resources that you need, it's still smart to be resourceful. You know, like if you were going to get, I don't know, say, I used a coupon at Tim Hortons to get my iced coffee this morning. Even if I had money to where I didn't need to ever think about money, if I had enough money to where I never had to think about money, if you're someone who's wanting to build a legacy and not even be worried about your finances, but just be smart about your finances, like if you've got a coupon, use a coupon. Even if, like, why spend the extra money if you have a coupon and I can spend, you know, $1 instead of $4 on a nice coffee? I'm gonna save $3. Why would I not want to do that? And I remember being younger and as a kid, and my dad made good money. My dad made like 6 figures a year truck driving, and we weren't rich, but we were comfortable. And my mom would still, you know, cut up all the coupons and do all the things, and it's like we probably wouldn't have been as comfortable as we were if not. Like, we went on vacations, and there's just so many, like, you can be smart, work smarter, not harder, right? Don't just throw your energy around willy-nilly. There's something about don't throw your energy around willy-nilly and you will be the empress. Be very consciously aware of, and that's not just materially, but spiritually, and like who you listen to and different things. Yeah, just don't be absorbing and receiving all willy-nilly. Don't just take anything. And also don't spend your energy all willy-nilly. Think about what's best for you. Be resourceful. All right, that is what I have for you for Tuesday, August 27th. I will see you guys on Wednesday. I'm sending you lots of love, wishing you all the best until Wednesday. Mwah.